What was glaringly obvious to me once the competition got underway was that Brian Lavelle was missing from the 100-meter start list.
Casting the world record, unbelievable! He's done it again! Thompson pulls clear, Thompson hero wins, 10.60, Olympic record! Wow! Another goal, the legacy as one of the all-time greats is surely complete. The Olympic champion becomes the world champion. The defending champion comes back and wins again in supreme style.
Now let's talk about our under 20 boys and how they did. Tam, walk us through the race.
Well, before I can even get into the race, what was glaringly obvious to me once the competition got underway was that Brian Lavelle was missing from the 100-meter start list, and he was replaced by Bouwahjgie and Nkrumie. Now, Brian Lavelle earned his spot by virtue of finishing second in the Carifta trials, so a number of emotions flickered through me. But then I thought, Brian will be in the 200 meters. So I think the JAAA decided that based on the closeness of both competitions, to have Brian focus on the 200 meters and substitute Bouwahjgie for the 100 meters. That being said, I thought that this was the perfect opportunity for Nkrumie to live up to what we expected to see him deliver in champs, and we were not disappointed.
Yeah,
Deandre,
just touching on what you said about Brian Level. I actually think it was a good decision. Champs was the last week and he doubled there, and it would be too much stress on him, I think, to do 5 races in 2 days again this for a week later. So I think it was a pretty good decision for them to substitute him for Bouwahjgie. Again, we have the numbers, and if you have someone that's capable to fill in, then let them do that.
well, so in any event, we saw Jamaica finishing 1-2 again. And the big dog of Carifta trials, Deandre Daley, delivered once again, running a personal best of 10.23 seconds for victory. Bouwahjgie and Nkrumie finishing strong for second in 10.28. What a race!
What a race indeed. I mean, DeAndre, he looked a bit flat to me at champs. I don't know if he was carrying a niggle, but come Carifta finals, he's back to his best. He had his game face on and he delivered. And Nkrumie got out of the blocks. He tripped a little, I think, again, or stumbled a little again, but he was
Not
still able.
not obvious, but there's definitely
Right. There
something
was
up
there
with
was a
his slide
slight
that needs
thing
to
happening
fix.
there. I don't know if he's too low coming out of the blocks, but he tripped a little or stumbled a little, but he still was able to maintain the speed he was building up, and he was leading. But DeAndre Daley, pushed
Walked
through.
him down.
Yeah, pushed through and won. So yeah, I mean, I just love what I'm seeing. I'm loving that our under 20 athletes are stepping up and delivering, because sometimes you don't necessarily see what, like, you will see flashes of stardom when they're under 17, but sometimes it doesn't translate to under 20. So it's always great to see when these athletes are able to transition through each level and through each class. So I'm loving it. They came out 1-2, and it was just a bang up finals for me.
I want to touch on DeAndre Daly's racing style. Now, as a sprinter, I want to see athletes get out from the gun. I want to see them have an excellent 30 meters, that first part of their race. However, in Carifta trials, he walked down Brian Lavelle. And yet again, in the finals of the Carifta Games, we saw him walking down Bouwahjgie and Nkrumie. So I want to touch on his top end speed, that finishing section of his race, and I want to say that he is dangerous. just his ability to be able to come from behind and catch up and pass out athletes tells me that he's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future for the 100 meters. Now, I definitely want to see him get his start right and have a great first part of his race. But nonetheless, that finishing part of his race, just having that separates him from the field.
I noticed he's been a little tentative coming out of the blocks, and I think it has something to do with his injury concerns. So there's not much force being applied coming out. Maybe that will be fixed later on, hopefully, so that he can get a better start. But what's working now, it's working, and it's obviously he's healthy now based on what he said. So it's great to see him, using what he has right now and pulling through and delivering a big win for him in a big personal best. That's no slow time. Bouwahjgie and Nkrumie, I said it. I said he had something special at Champs if he did not trip. And he showed me here today that yes, he would
And
have
I
delivered something
said all
special had
season
he not
long,
tripped.
and I said all season long, watch out for Nkrumah. He is good. This is his year to shine. He's going to get faster and faster. I
Mhm.
realized that his top end speed had improved, and that would see him running fast times this year. And he has delivered, and I'm so excited for what he has next. And he has such a great attitude. Just when the race ended, you know how we congratulated
Yeah.
Deandre Daley. Just happy that Jamaica delivered. Definitely a team player. It was so nice to see
Mhm.
his attitude. Very
Definitely.
positive.
Definitely a very positive athlete. I saw that from his class 3 days. He was always so eager and happy to celebrate with you, even if he did not win. He wanted to celebrate your successes. So I mean, it's just carrying through on what he's always shown.
Additionally, I must say we always have strong females. So we're concerned about our men. I must say that this year we're looking strong going into World Juniors. I'm
Yes,
not even sure who is going to make the cut at this point. And usually it is way more clear cut on the men's side of things.
usually no, it's usually way more clear cut. Even for the females, like you can always pick out a solid two and say those are the two that's gonna make it, whatever. But no, 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 no,
It's
no, because you
any
have
man's
you have
game.
Kerika Hill, you have Brenna Liston, you have Serena Cole, you have Tina Clayton, you have Tia
Tia Clayton.
Clayton. It's you have Alana Reed, you have Alexis James. There's so many athletes right now that are doing so well that it's hard to pick a top two. And then
Ooh,
over on the boys' side, oh my gosh, Brian Lavelle, Bouwahjgie, Daley,
DeAndre Daly, Sanjay,
Davison,
Sanjay,
what's the young guy
Davison.
from KC that we saw recently? There's so many athletes that are coming through right now. So I mean, they're just gonna have to. What I hope for is that they remain healthy come trials, come junior trials, and they're able to deliver on their maximum potential for this year and get a spot that their hard work is deserving of.
Definitely. Definitely.
Anyway, trackies, the train goes on. We'll be collecting more medals, full steam ahead. And we're going to top the medal tables at the end of the day. And we're going to come over here and we're going to celebrate with our athletes. So stay tuned. And as usual,
Like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to engage in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I'm Tam.
and I'm T.
We'll catch you in another one.